The modern survival gear industry has sold you a dangerous lie. They've convinced a whole generation of outdoorsmen that if you buy a $500 GPS watch or a tactical tritium-filled compass, you are safe. But here is the grid-down reality. Batteries die, electronics fry, and glass breaks. If your ability to find your way home depends entirely on a fragile piece of store-bought gear, you aren't a survivalist. You are a tourist waiting to become a search and rescue statistic. Your grandfather didn't rely on a magnetic crutch to navigate the backcountry. He relied on pure physics, spatial awareness, and the ability to read the earth. Welcome to the Grandfather Protocol. Today, we are throwing away the compass, ignoring the GPS, and mastering the ultimate unbreakable survival tool, terrain association. Equip your mind. Let's get to work. To navigate without a compass, you have to stop looking down at your hands and start looking up at the world. Terrain association is the lost art of linking the two-dimensional symbols on your paper map to the massive three-dimensional reality standing right in front of you. It's about recognizing that the Earth has a fingerprint. Every ridge, every valley, every river bend is a unique signature. When you learn to read a topographic map, those squiggly contour lines stop being just ink on paper. If the lines are close together, you're looking at a cliff or a steep drop. If they are far apart, it's a gentle slope or a flat meadow. A V-shape pointing uphill means a valley with water runoff. A V-shape pointing downhill means a ridge. Once you understand the language of the map, you don't need a needle pointing magnetic north. The Earth itself tells you exactly where you are. Number 1. The handrail. When you walk down a dark staircase, you put your hand on the rail so you don't fall, right? The wilderness is the same. A handrail is a massive linear feature on the Earth, a river, a deep ravine, a mountain ridge, or even an old logging road. You don't need a compass heading. You look at your map, find the river, and say, as long as the river is on my right side, I am moving the correct direction. You let the terrain guide you. Number 2, the backstop or catch feature. This is how you prevent yourself from walking too far and getting dangerously lost. Before you start moving, you look at your map and pick a massive, impossible-to-miss feature that sits past your destination. Let's say your camp is near a small spring. A mile behind that spring is a massive, steep cliff face. That cliff is your backstop. You walk. If you suddenly hit that steep cliff, you know instantly, stop, I missed the camp, turn around. You aren't guessing. You are using the physical geometry of the Earth to trap yourself in a safe zone. Number 3, aiming off, the intentional miss. This is pure old-school scout logic. If your camp is exactly where a small stream meets a river and you walk dead straight toward it through dense brush, what happens if you miss? You hit the river, but you have no idea if your camp is upstream or downstream. You're guessing. A grandfather doesn't guess. Instead, you intentionally aim off. You purposely aim 10 degrees to the right. When you hit the river, you know with 100% certainty that your camp is to your left. You just walk the bank until you hit it. You sacrifice a little distance to guarantee absolute certainty. Number 4, the attack point. You never try to navigate directly to a small hidden objective from miles away. That is how the industry tourists get lost. You use the map to find a massive, undeniable feature close to your goal, a giant saddle between two peaks, a massive boulder field, or a sharp bend in a river. That is your attack point. You use your gross navigation to hit that massive target, and from there, you only have to do micro-navigation for the last 100 yards. It's about breaking the wilderness down into unbreakable steps. Number 5, orienting by terrain, the thumb lock. People get lost because they hold their map upright like a book. The Earth isn't a book. Without a compass to orient north, you have to orient the map to the real world. If there is a mountain on your left in real life, you physically turn the paper map until the contour lines of that mountain are on your left. You lock it in. Then, you use your thumb to track your exact position as you move. Your thumb becomes the GPS dot.
It requires constant situational awareness. You have to look at the trees, the slopes, the dips in the earth, and match them to the paper. You become the compass.
When you're carrying a pack miles deep into the bush, every ounce matters. A compass is a great tool, and I carry a good military surplus one myself, but it should only confirm what your brain already knows. When you rely entirely on gadgets, your situational awareness drops to zero. You stop looking at the sun, you stop noticing the way the moss grows, you stop seeing the flow of the land. True capability doesn't require a battery. It requires a mind that refuses to break and the patience to learn the old ways. Master the map, master the terrain, and you will never be truly lost again. If this video gave you the raw, old-school knowledge that the modern gear industry tries to bury, then hit the like button to help break their algorithm. If you are ready to stop buying shortcuts and start building real capability, hit subscribe and join the pack. Equip your mind, stay unbreakable. The wolf is out.